Hey guys, it's Fancy, and you're watching the Good Wives Network. And today I was working with KJ on some things. I let her look at some of the extra documents that I have of medical records that I've never released. And she and I began uncovering something that I think is rather important. Let me grab these screenshots for you. You may have heard me talking about this in Squiggles Live today or in my live just now. So now Gypsy has always maintained that she had no control over her own medical care, and she claimed that her mother had power of attorney over her and had her ruled incompetent. That, my friends, is a lie. Let me show you why. So Without a Crystal Ball got this from my records today, and she's already posted this over on Instagram, and I will be going around to all of the social medias to put this on there, but I'm getting this one out here first. You may have heard me talking about this a little earlier on two different lives. This is in 2011, and this is where an audiologist is talking to a doctor, and they are indicating that Gypsy may in fact truly have hearing loss, and she felt that Gypsy was possibly malingering or not fully cooperating today. Now she is a full adult, and by this point in time they do know about the micro deletion. Okay, so that's the first part. Now the next part of this is a social work progress report from 2013, on 8/19/2013, and you can pause to read. It talks about the fact that they are requesting a guardianship paper and that they speak to the doctors and all what's going on there. And you guys can read that because it shows that there was no incompetency in place. And Gypsy actually states that she's going to sign her own consents because she's an adult at this point, even with the false birth date of 1995. So that's this first one. Read that. Next one is a few days later, and it is Gypsy detailing. So I want you to see a couple of things here. So up here, they're using the last name Gypsy Rose Alcida Blanchard Day with the E on the end. And Gypsy uses Blanchard. She also gives the wrong date of birth, but it does match the date of birth down here. Okay. But she goes ahead and puts the E on the end of her mother's name because that's not sus as fuck. And she's basically saying that she will allow her mother to sign for medical care and make decisions if, in fact, she is incapacitated. Okay, so we've got all that right there. All right, that's there. Now, fast forward to 2015. Remember, 2014, just a little bit before she decides to unalive her mother. This is a letter from Mercy Hospital talking to Gypsy about a sleep center study that is needing to be done. They didn't write this letter to Dee Dee. They wrote it to Gypsy because at this point, Gypsy is making all of her own decisions for herself. And if something happens to her, she has signed off that her mother can in fact make decisions if she is incapacitated or unable to make cognitive decisions. So all that bullshit about Gypsy not knowing anything about her medical care, never being in charge, not being able to speak to doctors, and nobody would have believed her, yeah, all this proves that 100% false. Have a good one from the Good Wives, serving up true crime, one dish at a time. Bye, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments about all of this. Does it 100% make you think that maybe Gypsy knew way more than she's been telling everyone? Does it indicate to you that she was in on the fraud for quite some time? Or do you feel that she's still telling the truth? Let me know in the comments. Bye, guys. Mwah.